Alright, welcome my people. I will just go straight to the point, but as I go straight to the point, help me like, share, and subscribe if you have not done that. Alright, for today's story, I'll be talking about a true life story or experience that many have experienced and talked about, but I have been opportuned to witness it firsthand. It's like a movie in my eye, but I saw it and I said, this is happening really. So this happened to my friend. He's been with this girl over most of her primary or secondary school years, but I mean junior secondary. And we are now in this age of hookup, and everything has been computerized. In the way we call it in Nigeria, it's called hookup, meaning prostitution, but it's just people see it as a mature prostitution, but a prostitute is a prostitute. I'm not shaming anybody in their game, but that's what it is. But what we call it now is hookup. So this is a story of my guy with his girlfriend. The guy knows the girlfriend, family knows everything about the girl, and they have been together for quite some time. Not a steady relationship though, but it's an off and on. We just believe that they are meant to be together because the way they live their life and the way they go off and on mostly. And you know, that's the way that you'll be attached to somebody that you can't even say no to the person. That's the way these guys are. And we thought about it like this is just teenage love. When they grow up, things will be different. And fortunately for the guy after school, we all went our ways. We begin to look for work. Everybody was looking for something to do, and he himself happened to get some fund. You know, a street guy will him be. He did street work. He got some fun, and he was in contact with the girl, and we all knew this girl as homely, but not that homely, but you can vouch for her to some extent that you know that this girl is not a street girl. She respects herself in the street, but she's not the wayward type of girl. She's just cool, and she's a complete wife material. She knows what's around her and where to be. There are places you can't find some girls like her, and this guy trusted this girl like they trust this girl with. She can vouch for this girl. And this girl was in this went at university, was doing her own private university thing. And the fact that this girl was in a private university, one Catholic university, a Christian university, the guy was like, okay, no, that kind of university is more strict to compare to the public and the government university. So then the guy also knew that the girl occasionally have boyfriends, but he didn't take it seriously. He thinks that once I'm ready for the girl will just give it up for me. And the girl also knows this guy. They were also doing their love things. They are also sometimes they are serious, sometimes they are not serious. Sometimes the girl will come and live with the guy, and we keep telling this guy, you're very lucky to find a girl like this that can obey your command and obey everything about this you. And this guy said that he's planning to propose to the girl, that all the girls he knew, they are not anything to write home about, they are just wayward, and this girl came out of top of his list. We told him that okay, I envy you, because we all knew the girl. We all grew up together, and we know, you know, the street is the street. What you do in the street, we all know, and we have to. We don't. That's just the example of it. If you're a street girl, people will want to smash, but no one will want to keep you. And this girl is the type of girl that you keep as a trophy wife, because you can brag that nobody in this street can claim that he did something with her. Now, the guy said once I'm done, he went to China for work. He said once he's back, he will marry this girl straight away and take the whole full responsibility. And we told the guy, okay, we keep an eye on the girl. Nobody knew about this girl lifestyle. When the guy came back from China, we all gathered and celebrated, and we are like, okay, how is your girl? She's in school. They were all laughing and doing all sorts of things. Fortunately or unfortunately for this guy met a friend in China. They were doing business together, and this guy, his friend, came back and said, you have been speaking highly of this your friend. I would like to meet this girl. Maybe if she has a sister, I can go with her sister or her friend, because birds of the same feathers flock together. Most of her friends should be good the way you present this your girlfriend. And the whole thing came about, and after some time, the girl was too busy because of semester's defending seminar or whatever she said she was doing in school. So one time the guy brought a picture and said, this is my girlfriend's picture. He showed the friend from China. The face was familiar to this friend. The guy said, I know this girl. The friend said, you can never know this girl. You don't know this girl. This guy said, I know this girl and I can't forget the face. The guy said, I can vouch for this girl. You don't know this girl. The guy said, don't vouch for somebody like this. And the guy told her that this before he went to China, he had been to Dubai, and this was one of the girls that they flew from Nigeria to Dubai for some birthday party, and they knew what they did there, and this face was there. The guy said he can vouch for this girl, that she don't even have that kind of time or the kind of freedom that to even fly from Nigeria to another country just to have that kind of fun. And the guy said, okay, if you say so, but can I prove to you that I know this girl more than even after Dubai I have known this girl? We all said, no, you can't prove something like this. We know this girl, we can vouch for her, all those kind of things. We stood by our guy's side. Fortunately for the whole thing, the guy said, okay, because the guy had the girl order number and they had a group chat. They called themselves the hookup girls, and the guy contacted the guy and said, hello, I'm in town, can you meet me? The girl wrote, wow, welcome back, okay, I'm free right now and I'll come and meet you. And this guy said, okay, for you to believe me, let us bet 200,000 naira. If this your girl come, I will win your money, but if she doesn't come, you take my money. The guy said, okay, I'm down with it, but because he believed that you can't know this girl. So they gave me the money, and I held the money, 400,000, and I'm like, anyhow, anything happens, so I have to get my own cut. The guy called the girl, and they gave the girl a hotel address and said, I'm in Nigeria. When you come, go to this hotel and wait for me. Take picture in this hotel and wait for me, and I will come. Tell me that you are there, and I will come there. And the guy said. So when we had the plan, and the girl said, give me 20 minutes, let me get ready. So this my friend told his Chinese friend, the guy from China, he's also from Nigeria, but he based in China, and he's used to traveling out, in and out. He told that his friend, look, when the guy, I still don't believe you, but you can go to the hotel and prove, once she's there, you can call me and I will show face, then you will win the money. I want to see you and her together, then I will now know that you won. So the guy said, okay. And the guy said, whenever she's ready, I will write you start coming. That was the plan. So 30 minutes later, we didn't hear from the guy. We now assume that he lost. 40 minutes later, nothing happened. 1 hour, no show. 1 hour 30 minutes, the guy called us and said, oh, you can come to this hotel. And we were like, after 1 hour 30 minutes, we drove to the hotel, and on getting there, we saw the guy's car. But we told the reception we are looking for somebody. He already told the reception, let us in. This guy went to the hotel. After the girl came, he made sure he had a very, very long sex with this girl and kept her on the bed. And when the boyfriend came and opened the door and saw this girl, the girl was looking like she's seen a ghost or she saw something that is not real. She doesn't want you to believe it. She just wants to believe that. And this guy already had the engagement ring out. Like, if this girl, like, after he won this money, he want to use this 400,000 and plan a very beautiful engagement party. I already have the ring and I want to plan a very beautiful engagement party just for a few of us. And this guy looked at this girl. I couldn't even believe myself. The girl was just putting on a sexy lingerie, and the whole thing was she had a costume like cat and had this stripper cane. Everybody was shocked. The girl was like, "Are you looking like this, my friend? Like, are you dead? What am I doing here? Is this a?" She wants to get angry, like this is a setup. She doesn't even know how to express the emotion. My guy, so he told his friend, said, "But you told me, but I told you just call me. Why did you have to sleep with her again?" And I was like, "Oh, my friend," just like that. So fight broke out between those friends, former business, very good business partners, that made, just because of this lady, they will be fighting. To the guy want to stab the guy, and I have to separate both of them. We were like 4 or 5. We have to separate both of them. The hotel manager called the police. We all got arrested, and the guy said we came to harass him. We all got arrested and have to bail ourselves out and explain ourselves. This guy was like, "This was not the agreement. You told me just once she is here, call me and take your money. That's all." Now, this is not, the lady can't even call this guy, or she don't even know what happened. All she knew is that she felt like they set her up and they want to humiliate her. But this guy told this lady, I want to be serious with you. And this guy never knew that this is the snake he wanted to bring in his house. And the guy was shouting, you should be grateful that I told you. You should be grateful that I told you something like this. And I was one hand said, okay, he's right, you should be grateful. But he said, yes, I should be grateful, but that wasn't the plan. Why would you have to sleep with her again? And the guy said, it's none of your business. She's a business class girl and I paid her for her service. That's what the guy was saying. So after the whole thing, he said that he's no longer interested with the marriage and everything, that the lady can go. The lady don't even know that the guy wants to propose the next day. Later on, that she found out and she was hospitalized, and she wants to commit suicide and all those kind of things. The guy told her that there's no reason for all those self-harm. This is your life, this is who you are, just live your life and I will continue. And this is what is happening mostly now. People, I've been hearing about this, but I can't even, when it happened to my friend, I know that most people, when they make money, they realize that finding a wife is very difficult. But there are a lot of girls out there, but the wives are few, because the ones you trust most, when they give you the surprise, it's mostly like a heartbreak and people don't really recover from it. So what do you think about this story, guys? Let me like, share, subscribe, and I'll bring another crazy one for you guys. Thank you very much.